Kyle Paula, just a few months ago, the city sued Vision and Beyond Properties for neglecting dozens of apartment buildings the company owns. Now, those buildings are now under receivership and are being managed by Prodigy Properties by court order. Tenants say things are getting worse, and Prodigy says there's a reason for it.
Your voices must be heard.
Outside Prodigy Properties offices, tenants spelled out their concerns and what they're asking of the people now in charge of their buildings.
I've been trying for 3 months to get a hold of somebody, and it just goes to voicemail. Nobody calls you back.
Mold, pest infestations, unreliable air conditioning, and water are just some of the problems they cite.
I haven't been taking no shower because I'm afraid the ceiling gonna fall in on me.
At $775 a month, Marshall Riddle, a disabled veteran, says this is not how they should be living.
As long as we pay our money and shut up, that's all they care about. We're not asking for the moon, we just want to live properly, that's all.
Marcy Frazier led tenants as they poured into Prodigy's office.
We implore you.
She read and delivered a petition signed by roughly 150 tenants and a letter demanding negotiations on rent, repairs, and safety.
They wanted us out, they didn't even want to talk to us. Threatened to call the cops on us just because we wanted to give them a paper.
Deputies did show up. Bishop Sonny James, who showed up to support the tenants, addressed the deputies. After the protest, Catherine McRae Peaks walked us through Kirby Apartments in Mount Airy.
First and second floor, people were squatting in those apartments.
We've blurred cups of urine that line their stairway. She says residents have taken it upon themselves to sweep the halls littered with trash and balls of hair.
A hole right here, I had to get my nephew to plaster it because they wouldn't do nothing.
And outside, their walkway is crumbling. Councilmember Mika Owens says she was not aware of the issues tenants were still facing after the receivership until I called.
Certainly, you flagging this for us this morning was really key. We're going to work with our Quality of Life division, who will make sure that the property owner, again, the one that's in receivership, is held accountable to doing what they are entrusted to do.
Now, in a statement, Prodigy Properties tells Local 12 the courts appointed Prodigy as the receiver of the 70 properties owned by Vision and Beyond. They say they share in protesters' frustrations. They say prior to the receivership, most of the properties were terribly mismanaged and neglected. Prodigy says the properties owners have refused to provide any funds to address tenant concerns. They say it can't sell the properties because the current owners won't let them. Now, Prodigy says it is using $20,000 of its own money to address urgent needs. It says more money is needed, and they fear without cooperation from the owners, tenant conditions will deteriorate further.
Sure, you can stop watching, but let's be honest, you want to know more. Tap the links or even better, click subscribe to stay in the know.